My name is Denise and I run the Poshmark Closet Eat, Play, Love. I am a part-time reseller on Poshmark. Yesterday I sold $907 worth of items. I can firmly state that is my best and biggest selling single day of sales. Happy to note and report I am not doing this in my pajamas. And let's see, so that was $907. The number of listings that I sold 31 items. By 31 is $29. I am gonna tell you how I achieved selling this number of items. Some of them were really just what I'm gonna call icing on the cake. They were regular closet sales, but a large portion of these sales were actually due to a Lululemon live show. Yesterday in my live show, I had a total of 563 people pop into my room. I sold for approximately 3 hours and 2 minutes. I made a total of $598.25, which is after Posh fees. So let's just break that down a little bit. That equates to approximately $750 worth of sales during the show. Back out the 20% for Posh and you come to that number of $598. The most viewers I had in the room at one time was 24. That's basically my peak viewer count. I get about that number. I sold 26 listings to 12 buyers. So I had 500 people come in the room. I only had 12 people buy, but as I have said before, it doesn't matter how many people in the room. It's what you sell to the people in the room, right? So if you have 5 people in the room, you can still sell to them and make profits like I did yesterday. On a whole, beyond that, I sold a bunch of other items in my closet, which makes me so happy. I'm just gonna go through this pile. I guess I'll start with my live sale items, and then I'm gonna go through the other items that just happened to sell. I accepted offers on, I sent out offers on. You know how it goes. Poshmark. Let's always be wheeling and dealing with people. Let me share what I sold. Let's break down these live sale numbers. I sold a bundle of 5 items to 1 person. All of the items in my lap I recently sourced and added to my closet. For example, this aloe yoga bra. It was the one item in my live sale that I was gonna sell to the buyer for $20, and someone else in the room was interested in it, and it wound up closing at $31. So I am like so excited. Very few times have I had items go into a little bit of like a bidding war, and not a bidding war, but multiple people bidding on it. And so this aloe bra was one of them. This sold for $31. I also sold this really cute Lululemon bra. This is a pretty current style. The items that I sold yesterday were very current Lulu styles. As I talked in some of my most recent videos, I share with you how to identify what the age is of the piece, what the style is, and then maybe your strategy moving forward is actually going to be just sourcing newer Lululemon items, leaving those old and stale items like crops that no one really wants behind at the thrift store, especially since we know retail thrift stores mark up these pieces. I sold a pair of Wonder Train pants, and let me break down this bundle so I know what I spent or what I sold each item for. This bundle sold for $204. These I sold for $48. They are from 2023 and are like new. I sold this Swiftly Tech long sleeve shirt for $25. I talk also in my Lululemon video about Swiftly Techs and how to identify them and find out the size. I sold this Restless pullover for $35, and this is one of those pieces that I just found thrifting that you know, wasn't marked up. It was $4.99, and it has the tag down in the hemline, which, as I mentioned in that video, low-hanging fruit is the silver Lululemon logo. If you want to up your thrifting skills and hunt down these pieces that people actually want, you need to be able to identify where to look for the Lululemon tags when they are not just the plain silver logo. Doing that is going to make you more money and a faster profit. These items I just posted yesterday and I sold in the live show right there. Boom. Weren't even in my closet for a whole day. The next item I sold was this, or the last item I sold was this for $40. The All Yours hoodie in a fleece camo, super cute color. Now this one, as I mentioned as well, has the gummy logo right here. It's so hard to see. It blends right in, which is actually in our favor. This is an item that maybe would get overlooked by your thrift store as Lululemon. They're going to price it lower, and in turn, we can make higher profits. The gummy logos, they're a more modern production, and people just want newer Lululemon items. If you think about it, resale stores, as you have gone into, I'm sure in the past, if you go in with some items, they're looking at the tags. They're looking to see if it was produced in, say, 2021 or newer. Now that it's 2024, you're going to have to adjust those dates. You're going to be looking at items that are produced in 2022 or newer. For me, I love the new style tags in Lululemon. They started to bring those and develop those more into like 2016, 2017. I obviously prefer picking up items from 2020 or newer. I sold someone just a very basic Align tank and a pair of Wonder Underpants. I have also mentioned, this is going to be a little bit of a Lulu segment at first. I apologize if you don't like Lululemon, but this is where my moneymaker is, guys. $750 in one day. Don't tell me Lululemon doesn't sell. It sells. I'm showing you it sells. Align tank top, Wonder Underpants. That bundle sold for $64. I sold another bundle to someone. I sold a pair of navy blue Align leggings. I sold a pair of camo Wonder Unders. I sold these City Run By shorts and also a bra. The bundle of 4 items I actually sold for $101, and the woman who bought these items was really sweet, and I just kept lowering my price for her on certain things, and sometimes it's just so fun to have the ability to do that. Like, hey, do you want these Wonder Unders? She was asking me about them. They did have a flaw to them, and so I was like, how about you throw out a price? And she's like, $25, and I was like, okay, sold, let's do this. So sometimes it can be really fun in a live show to kind of reward people for buying more than one item from your sale. I sold a Free People movement, which I recently sourced as well. This has maybe been in my closet for 2 weeks. It's called the Ignite braided something or other. I don't know. It's a set. It's ribbed. There's the Free People movement logo, and then this is what it looks like on the inside, just so you can become familiar with that. It kind of looks like a pine cone or something. That's their logo. So this set I sold to someone, and then she also bought this Free People movement bra from me, which is just from my personal closet. It had a little too much of a deep V for me to practice with it in yoga class. And then these pants were also mine as well. These are a pair of ombre Aligns. We have talked at length about how to identify Aligns versus other pants, but once you get a sense of them, you will easily begin to identify different Lulu pieces when you're in the thrift store. I sold someone, excuse me, a long line energy bra. It's ribbed. You know, let me show you this really quickly. There we have it again. There is that more material-based tag. that's sticking out. It's not the silver logo. People could potentially miss out on this. I always think the most important thing when you're outsourcing is to look on the inside. If you don't see anything printed like the Free People info, if you don't see anything printed, it should really be your sort of alert should go off. Let me look a little bit closer at this piece, determine if it's potentially Lululemon, especially if it feels like quality material. We see so many pieces when we're out thrifting. I think now and over time, you just develop that sense of, oh yeah, this is a piece from Marshall's, this is from Amazon, or I should look at this a little bit more closely. I threw in this piece for $5 for her. This is a Flowy tank top that a friend of mine actually cut the bottom of it off. So it's an older piece. Let me just show you the tag. There's the tag on that. So I decided, I said to her, this was the same size that she had purchased, and I said, hey, are you interested in this tank top? I'll sell it to you for $5. I really, like, it has washwear, it was cut, it's not really a piece. I had it in my closet for $10, so selling it to someone live for $5 was, I'm just basically throwing it in. I got $5 out of the deal though. I sold a bundle to someone that is 2 pieces of Be a Good Person, which I've also just talked about in my last sourcing trip. I found another piece. This is a Denver company, and they produced these kind of logo-based pieces. I also have a pair of Lululemon bike shorts that they collabed with and put their logos on these Lululemon pieces. And then the buyer also bought this really cute hot pink tank top from me. That was a $61 bundle. I sold a Skims bra to someone who came in and saw that I was live. She must have had her eye on these Skims bras in my closet and decided just to pop into my live, which is an amazing buying strategy, may I add. If someone you know is live and they're selling stuff, you can always pop into their show and see if they'll sell you at their live sale prices an item from their closet. I sold this to the buyer for $14. This color is called Kyanite. This is the Skims Plunge Bralette. I sold someone an Align tank top in green jasper for $32. So, you know, when you're selling someone something live, I had that in my closet for $44. The difference between sending an offer to someone and them accepting and then someone buying something live is I could offer this for $32 to the buyer, and then she or they pay full price shipping. When I send an offer, when you send an offer, we both know it's just part of the deal. You're going to have to eat some cost of offsetting the cost of shipping to the buyer, so either $2 or $3 depending on what offer you send that buyer. So this way during live sales is a great way to kind of drop the price, entice someone to buy the item, and then you don't have to pay anything towards shipping. Now, $32 for that tank top, excellent price. I had it in my closet for $44. I'm super happy with that. The color is a little bit more on the collectible side. That's why I had it priced a little bit higher. The black Align tank top that I had sold, I sold for $28. Black is very common. You can buy black from Lululemon right now. Just my prices accordingly to if the item is no longer available from Lululemon and it happens to be a color that's more popular. Speaking of more popular, the color is called Green Jasper, and I also sold a Green Jasper Flowy bra to someone during my live show. Someone came in asking to see these 2 Athleta pieces. They were sold to different people. One is the Brooklyn Heights high-rise pant. I sold these for $36. They're black. Let me just tell you, friends, these Brooklyn pants from Athleta are very popular and fast sellers. Because it was live, I sold them for $36. They have sold straight in my closet for upwards of $60, not even new with tags, especially in extended sizes. This was a size 14 on this pair. And then the navy blue pair that I sold, just called the Brooklyn ankle pant. They're a very stretchy and lightweight material. These sold for $35 and they were a size 22. There's a little bit of a difference in the design, but once you get a sense of the material and what they look like, they have zippers on pockets. They're very well constructed. They're slip-on pants, just an elastic waistband. I highly recommend keeping your eyes open in those extended sizes for the Brooklyn pant. I don't think I've picked them up in smaller sizes, but Athleta certainly is a brand that's on the move for me. The last item I sold was a pair of these are really cute Align pants. These are called Night Divers and I sold them for $45. Align colors are collectible, and don't let people tell you you have to sell things for $3 in a live show. I sold those for $45. That's all I'm gonna say about it. You run your own business, you run the room, you decide what you wanna do. Take $5 for a cut tank top and ask for $45 for a piece that people have a harder time getting their hands on. That's the range for me. I had a $200 bundle, I had a $100 bundle, I had a $60 bundle, $64 bundle. So I am getting these pieces to new homes and also money into my bank account. Let's talk about what else sold yesterday, and one of them actually was just a straight sale directly out of my closet, no offer sent. Wow, that still happens? Yeah, it does. In addition to the live show, I actually sold 6 pieces yesterday in my closet. A couple of the sales came in when I was having my live show. I heard my cash register alert from Posh Sidekick, so I took a moment to pop into my closet and see what had sold. When I did that, I noticed I had an offer from someone, an offer from a liker, and so I accepted that offer right while I was in there, right on camera, right just keeping with my business, not like, oh boy, I'm live, I'm gonna disregard what's happening. I am going to be attentive, and that helps me stay on top of making sales. I also declined some offers yesterday. People say I don't ever decline an offer. I do. I decline offers. I still made $907 in sales yesterday, so opinions are opinions. I don't think it hurts your business. You do you. Don't either waste your time or feel like you have to take an item at a loss just because someone's interested in it. You may have something in your closet for a year, 2 years, and you're like, oh my goodness, someone finally wants to buy it. Yeah, I'm gonna take a loss, or I'm gonna take a $3, $5 profit on this. That's your choice. My business model is a little bit different. I usually don't take those small profit margins. I always aim for at least $20. Does that always happen? No, it doesn't. First thing I sold was this J. Jill velvet blouse in periwinkle. So I had this in my closet, I think for $32, and an offer for $28 was sent out with discounted shipping. This is a size large. I have had this in my closet, oh gosh, guys, probably a year and a half. This is another item that I've had in my closet for quite some time. This is a Juicy Couture vintage piece. The great thing about this piece, made in the USA, that's how you know it's vintage, that it's Y2K piece. This is actually a size large. A lot of the Juicy Couture pieces that you will find that are the hoodies or the pants, they tend to run on the smaller side. So finding this large piece was chef's kiss. It did take, I would say, a year for it to sell, but if I find something like that at the bins, I am not going to pass on it. I sold a Sunry Maritime Breton stripe shirt for $15. I had it in my closet, I think, for $25. Someone sent me an offer for $15 and I accepted. I don't think Sunry is a brand to pick up unless you can get it at the bins. Sunry is very, very oversaturated. Unfortunately, they make beautiful quality clothing and have a high price point, but the resale value is just not there on Sunry. I would not pick this up again, but I typically lean towards picking up pieces that have the Breton stripe. Breton. This is that kind of maritime look. It's very, very popular in France. I've even found a few pieces that were actually vintage from France. I sold these during my live show yesterday. This is what the cash register sound was. This was a pair of Fly London wedge shoes. These are called the lace-up wedge sandals Yappy, Y-A-P-I, metallic leather. There is the Fly London. There we go. And then it always kind of says it on the sole. These have, I would say, close to no wear to them. These are in excellent condition. I don't have any touching up to do before I ship these out. I sold this Free People swing tank top. I had this in my closet for $22 and someone offered me $15. This was the offer that I accepted during my live show when I went in to see what sold. And let me just share, friends, I have had 2 of these Free People swing tank tops. By swing tank tops, it's not really that fitted, ribbed style of tank. It really has a lot of fabric and movement to it. This one is a deep V on both sides. I know for a fact I got this at the bins. I actually picked it up for myself. So $15 for this I think is great. The other one I sold for around the same price point. They were fast sellers. So if you happen to see a lot of Free People, I do recommend picking these up if you can get them just for a few bucks. They aren't gonna sell for very much, but they will sell quickly. And the last item that I am going to be shipping out, and the sale came in last night, was a pair of Torrid wide leg pull-on pants in green. These are a size 3. And they are new with tags. That's why I picked these up. I know for a fact I found these at the bins, and a 3 equates to a 3X or 22 to 24 for Torrid. The original price on the tag is $55 and I sold these for $30. Just like the Athleta pants, I love finding elastic waist pull-on pants in sizes extra large through 3X, 4X, whatever I can get my hands on, especially if they're new with tags. It certainly seems like they are fairly quick sellers for me and are going to sell from like that $30 to $45 price range, just depending on brand and condition. I just want to quickly talk about my weekend sales. Since I didn't have the opportunity to shoot a ship with me video for my weekend sales, I was just eager to get things out. I had an ASP of $57.27 on my weekend sales. I sold 11 pieces for $630, and I'm just gonna quickly talk about, I'm gonna scroll through and tell you what sold. I sold a Viore daily bra in oregano. It's kind of like an army green color. That was a recent pickup. I sold a pair of Torrid Birch Rosalie riding boots in almond charcoal. They had leather kind of at the bottom and then leather at the top, and then they were quilted in the middle. Those sold for $150, and they were actually a consignment piece. So after Posh fees, I walked away with $117, and then I will split the $117 with the person who I consign with. So approximately $55 I will make for selling those boots. I sold a pair of Athleta Retreat linen joggers. They were white White is often terrifying to pick up, but I did find those at the bins and they were in excellent condition. I sold them for $26. I sold a Nation Limited Giada Top and Dusty Rose for $40. I had that in my closet for more like $60. I do love picking up Nation. I do wear Nation, and so I love their pieces. I sold pretty quickly. I wasn't sure what the interest would be on the brand Quince. I have mentioned in a previous video that Quince is really an up-and-coming online company that is really trying to compete with a more luxury top-tier level of style and materials they use. It was a pair of Mongolian cashmere sweatpants. Those sold for $63, and I think I had them in my closet for approximately 2 weeks. I don't love photographing things like sweatpants, so sometimes I find I get right away to the items that I love to photograph, and then I sort of let other type items linger. And this item I did post fairly quickly, but I know I posted other items much faster from that sourcing trip. I sold a random Dancing Bear skateboarding tie-dye shirt. It's just from a Boulder, Colorado company, and I don't know, they were both my daughters. I sold it for 20 bucks. I sold a pair of On Running shoes, the Roger Advantage sneaker. I sold these for $52, and they were almost in brand new condition with one caveat. They had aftermarket insoles in them, so they didn't have the original On Running insole, which definitely inhibited my ability to get $90 or $100 for these sneakers. A friend of mine passed them along to me, and so I didn't have any cost of goods into them. I let them go for $52. I sent her 20 bucks and we're good as gold. From my personal closet, I sold a Lululemon Energy bra in a color called Grape Leaf, which is pretty unique. I sold that for $38. So when I talk about collectible Lululemon pieces, when you see a color that stands out to you, it potentially is a color that people are on the lookout for. A lot of people love wearing all black, but then when you find these one-off colors that are like from 2020, colors that Lululemon really isn't producing anymore, people are willing to pay up for them. $38 for this bra. It was just from my personal closet. I sold an oversized vintage leather motorcycle jacket. I called it Biker Motocore. It was made in the USA and did have some patina to it. It had some stories to tell. I sold it for $142, and I'm just gonna be straight up with you guys. I have tried to sell this coat. I think I got it last spring for $29. I've been trying to sell this leather jacket, and I thought it would sell much, much faster. For my goodness, I mean, this length of time, I have even dropped the price to closer to $88. I had it in my closet for $158. The buyer sent me an offer for $142, and I absolutely pounced on that offer. I sold a pair of Patagonia baggy shorts for $40. That was the price I had them listed at. They were a plain black, and the person's saving $28. They were just produced in the last couple of years. The last item that I shipped out was just a really kind of nondescript, very classic looking Cole Haan loafers with a basket weave at the toe base, and I sold those for $34. Not a huge profit on those, but they were in exceptional condition. They were a size 9.5, so I decided I was gonna pick those up. So my weekend sales of $610, and then my yesterday sales of $907 leaves me at $1,517 for my sales from Saturday to Tuesday. Saturday through Tuesday, $1,500. I'm feeling kind of proud, and I also feel like I'm really honing in on these live sales, what people are looking for. I just host one once a week. It's not something that I have the energy to do more than once a week, but it certainly adds to and enhances my business. It allows me to connect to people who watch my YouTube videos. If that's you, hi, thank you so much for watching. And I actually am just gonna end there. I have to get this stuff out to the post office. I really wanted to ship it yesterday, but I was teaching yoga and one thing came to another and there was just not enough room on my plate to get these items out. I hope everyone is doing great. Please let me know how your sales are going, if anything in this video has inspired you, and maybe if you are deciding to take that plunge to live sell. I do have a playlist about live selling, and it kind of debunks what all the mystery is around live selling and what the screens look like, how to enter in information. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I hope you enjoyed this. Take care, everyone. May kindness light your path.